drip, that's water, call that boss. You try my squad and they gon' be in cost. You better be prepared to take a loss. I left my enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. No it ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, it ain't sauce.
Hello people, it's your boy Austin Smith. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to Ranting for Vengeance. Fantastic Four is woke and feminist trash video. So yeah, I've been, you know me, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. First, let me just say, I've been away. I've been in Charlotte, so I haven't been able to make a lot of videos that like passing week. So I definitely missed a lot. I definitely missed a couple of trailers like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and there was another trailer that came out, Peacemaker 2, Peacemaker season 2. So I missed a couple of those trailers. I had already watched them, so I don't want to just react to them and not be genuine. So we're back to our regular scheduled program. So whatever comes out next, I'm gonna of course react to it. But on the list, this is someone that I've been recommended to look at, especially of his review of Fantastic Four. You can go and check my Fantastic Four review out as well. Me and my friend, The Will Experience, we did a movie review of that and saw it in 4D. I thought it was pretty good. I had, of course, my general problems, but for the most part, it was a pretty good movie. I loved it. I like it was a great family movie. So let's see what he has to say this time, because y'all know the last time he went crazy on Superman. I low-key want to look at the worst Superman of all time. I want to look at that. I might do that for just giggles, but let's see what he has to say about Fantastic Four. That's why we're here.
Welcome to Player Auctions, one of the biggest and busiest player-to-player marketplaces built for...
Without further ado, start this video in a 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic Four is not nearly as bad as Superman, but actually it's the most insufferable feminist piece of shit you could ever watch.
I'm gay. Feminist. This man, I want to know who hurt you, buddy. I'm curious. Who hurt you? Like, you be going in on these films, bro. They did nothing. Like, they're just movies, bro. They did nothing to you.
I'll do the usual bullcrap. This isn't rage bait. This isn't me overreacting. This isn't me lying to you about the movie. In fact,
Nah, I think you're doing this rage baiting. I think you're doing this for clicks. You have to be. You have to be. Woke. I hate that word. I hate that word so much. Feminist trash.
it's the opposite, because I'm gonna tell you what this movie actually was. And spoiler alert, it's the most fucking feminist movie that Hollywood has ever made.
Feminist? Feminist? The Fantastic Four? How? How? In what way? Are you talking about when... Spoiler alert for those that didn't watch the film. Are you talking about when Sue... Are you talking about when Sue gave her speech about not wanting to give up her baby? Is that what you're talking about? Like, like, where? Where?
Everything that Vanessa Kirby was saying before this came out is the truth. She's the leader, she's the front and center. But we're gonna get onto that in a second.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We didn't really go that much into depth in the review. I'm gonna go a little bit more into depth. I didn't really, me personally, I didn't really feel like there was a leader. Not really. It really, like, they are a team, but they felt like a team. Like, it didn't really feel like anyone was a leader. It felt like really everyone was doing their part. Like, literally everyone was doing their part to stop Galactus. That's generally what it felt like. It didn't really feel like anyone was a leader. Like, no one really, like, in my opinion, no one really outshined, like in universe wise, out of the Fantastic Four. Like, no one really felt like they outshined anyone. Like, they felt like a team. So I don't know where even if Sue was supposed to be the leader, it didn't really feel like anyone had that title. It felt like all of them were in quote unquote the leader. At least for me. I don't know how anyone else felt, but for me, it didn't feel like anyone was the leader.
Very quickly, if you do want to help out the channel, maybe consider subscribing, supporting me on Twitter or Patreon. So last night,
Do not support him. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to say that. What? Actually, no, don't support him. I wouldn't. Not this type of content.
I watched Fantastic Four First Steps, the same way I watched Superman, keeping true to the wallet's closed motto. Don't go to the cinema, do not give these people your money. Fantastic Four First Steps is as insufferable as Superman. I still stand
as insufferable as Superman. Wow, you still hate Superman after actually watching the film this time. Like, wow. I'm actually curious. I think I am gonna watch your review on that your other video. I think the other video was his review, but the 9-minute one was just him trying to get more views.
by what I said. Superman was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and I've seen movies.
The worst movies you ever seen? It's worse than Catwoman? It's worse than Batman and Robin? It's worse than the Marvels? It's worse than Madam Web and Morbius? Superman is the worst movie you've ever seen? Really? We all have what we consider the best, but to put Superman in the worst you've ever seen, that's like very crazy. Like, that's very crazy. Yeah, that's his opinion. He can have that opinion. It's whatever. I respect your opinion. It's your opinion, but man, that's a bold statement right there.
Movies from all different time periods, countries, genres, and a lot that you have not even heard of. So do not come in. Countries, genres, and a lot that you. And I've seen movies from all different time periods, countries, genres, and a lot that you have not even heard of.
And you think so? Movies and what? Give me a country. Please say a country, and I'll tell you what. If you really believe that them other countries make better movies than, okay.
So do not come in here and try to attack me. And Fantastic Four is not nearly as bad, I'll tell you the truth. But there is a lot of wokeness, and that cannot be denied.
It's bad, but there's a lot of wokeness. What wokeness?
No. So anybody in the review saying that it isn't woke, do not believe them. It most certainly.
There's nothing in that film that really, outside of maybe the one press conference, and it was quick with them coming back from space, and I guess Susan doing her big speech. I don't know what wokeness you're talking about. Like, what?
Certainly is, but I can't really be that serious talking about this movie, because even though it is a disgrace to the original comics, Marvel, Stan Lee, Jack.
This is a disgrace to the original comics. This movie was a disgrace. Did you not watch the beginning montage? This film is a disgrace. With all the retro futuristic stuff that the comics be having, this is a disgrace. The first Fantastic Four comic with the big green monster on it. I forgot what it was. I think that was the first Fantastic Four comic. I could be wrong. But like with the big green monster on it. That was we saw a montage of that. That film is a disgrace. Okay.
Kirby, it's also just hilariously cringe. And I don't really give a rat's ass about spoilers, so if you do, then you're miserable and you shouldn't really be watching this video. And for
you're miserable and should not be watching this video. Who hurt you, bro? Why are you so upset? Like, why are you so upset? Like, I don't understand you. Like, why are you so upset?
Those of you who are ready to witness what Fantastic Four First Steps really was, I salute you, because sometimes
this might be worse than when I did the double feature with him and Tyrone, than what he said there, because mind you, he actually this is after he watched Fantastic Four, and that other video I made, he that was before he watched Superman, and he made that was before he watched both Superman or Fantastic Four. So like he was saying the movie was gonna be trash regardless. So now that you've seen the film and it's not trash, you trying to find a way to make it seem like it is trash.
It gets so cringe you feel like you're literally about to die. Everything from every Marvel movie that was bad. Weird gayness, obnoxious Marvel humor, radical feminism. And then there's The Thing, which I'll get.
Feminist, where? Can you tell me where, please? I want to comment on it. I want to explain. I want to know exactly what you're talking about. Please tell me exactly what you're talking about. What's your, bro? I honestly, my question would be to you is, what's your top 10 movies? I want to know, just in general. Like, what's your top 10 favorite movies? Yeah, like, what's your top 10? Give me your list. I want to know your top 10 favorite movies.
Get into a second, or maybe I might not, because that rant is something that a lot of people aren't really ready for. So from the opening scene of this movie, you know what it's gonna be. You think it's a superhero movie. It's gonna be like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. No, it opens with Pedro Pascal in a wife beater, walking.
Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all can't. Y'all sound ridiculous. I got on the other guy. He kept, I forgot his name already. He kept bringing up the political guy. I forgot his name. He kept bringing up Christopher Reeve's Superman, and you're bringing up Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, dude. You can't bring up. I love both of those movies. I think Spider-Man 2 is probably the best, one of the, like, if not the best Spider-Man movie, if you're not including animation. There's no way you're accepting all of the goofiness of the Sam Raimi movies and you're going to sit here and tell me this movie is trash. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Either you're going based off of nostalgia or you're just blind. Because I don't see how you would like the Sam Raimi movies, but you don't like this movie. But apparently you're not rage baiting. Like, how?
Around looking for his shirt or something, and with the homo
That's not at all what happened. That's like not even you're that's not what happened. Oh my god, you're making it seem like they literally just had him wear a tank top and he was just dancing around and trying to act all like that's not at all what happened.
Freddie Mercury mustache and the brown skin. He looks like he's.
Wow, Freddie Mercury mustache and the brown skin with homo Freddie Mercury.
Walking around looking for his taco or his boyfriend. And all while this is happening, Sue Storm is sitting on the toilet and screaming out like, give me 12 more seconds. And if you thought that she had a bad case of resting bitch face in.
Damn. Who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you? Resting, like, why are you going in on them like that? Bro hasn't even said a single, like, problem with the film. He's just going in on their, like, their features and what they look like. Like, damn.
Every single trailer, it just gets worse. I don't know if it's because.
Resting bitch face. Well, I'm curious to know what you felt about when she was actually giving birth, because if that was a resting bitch face, I don't or when she was giving her emotional speech about not wanting to let her son die. I mean, if you consider that a resting bitch face the whole time, then okay.
She's pregnant or something, but she's always in a mood, and Sue Storm is.
Wait a second. I just thought about what I just said. Resting bitch face. You talking about when she's just looking straight. You're just talking about when she's just. What does that have to do? Forget it.
The biggest feminist bitch on the planet. Also, a quick little note about Pedro Pascal in this movie. I don't know what the hell is going on with the continuity, but the guy is changing every single scene. One scene, he looks like he's a 300-pound Mexican gardener who needs to get sent back over the border by ICE.
I have no comment for that. I have no comment.
Game of Thrones King.
This y'all what are these comments saying? Like what are what? Like okay, the comments are actually not that bad. Because when I look at Tyrone's, the last time when I was doing Tyrone Magnus, I looked at his comments. Y'all was crazy. But okay. I was ready to say, bro, like y'all can't be brain dead in these comments because what bro just said was insane. That was outrageous. I don't even have words or comment for that. He hasn't even really said anything negative about the movie. He's just been talking shit about the actors and what they look like. Yeah, how is he not banned? Like he's doing this for views. Like he's most definitely doing this.
Kings Road is now available
Like,
on
that's
both
the only
PC
thing I
and mobile with Google Play
What he
Games.
just said was
Explore the
outrageous.
Game of Thrones universe on a larger.
And the next, he's
If you're defending and supporting him and his Patreon and Twitter, like you need help just as much as he does, because like that was wild what he just said.
really skinny and weak looking, like some skeleton who didn't get his taco in time. And speaking of that, another
Wow, we're going full on Mexican slander right now. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic Four are supposed to age when they come back from that first trip, but the footage of the team on the TV before they went up to that first trip is really retarded. So it shows you the footage. Sue has her usual bitch face on.
Bro, what is happening? Like he's just hating on the looks of the actors. Like what is happening here?
Thing is, they're back from that first trip, but the footage of the team on the TV before they went up to that first trip,
I forgot how long they went up there, but it wasn't like they went up there for like years or something. Yeah, it wasn't like they went up there for years. Yeah, it was like if anything, I don't remember exactly how long before they became the Fantastic Four and they went up there. I forgot how long they were actually up there for, but it wasn't like years or something.
is really retarded. So it shows you the footage. Sue has her usual bitch face on. The thing is, they're looking all Jewish.
And then you Jewish. Damn, bro. What's your issue? YouTube? You need to take this man down. Like, take this man down. He's not even doing a review. He's just making racial jokes. Not even like he's just being racist. Like, what is happening here?
And that's his entire character. That's the rant we're going to get to in a second. The thing is, they're looking all Jewish, and that's his entire character.
Even if they was looking Jewish, why is this an issue with the story? With the story or what's going on? Like, why is this an issue? Even if they did look Jewish.
That's the rant we're going to get to in a second, or maybe I might not even talk about it, because it's really extreme, but it's the truth. I know The Thing is a Jewish character, and Jack Kirby was Jewish, and it was intended that way, but this movie amps it up to 11. Every scene with The Thing, he is no...
Regardless of that, how does this hurt this story or the characters of the character traits of the Fantastic Four? What does this have to do with, like, anything? Like, at all? Like, what does this have to do with anything at all?
No personality. He has no love interest or friends or anything. The dude is just some one-dimensional character whose entire personality trait is, hey look,
What are you going based off of? Like, what are you going based off of what, the older movies? Are you going based off of a comic book? Like, are you going like the one of the cartoon? Like, what are you where he's not necessarily alone. Like,
I'm Jewish, walking around a New York neighborhood, and oh wait, look in the background, there's synagogues and Stars of David everywhere. But anyways, we'll move on before that gets a little bit too risky. Johnny shows up in this footage looking really gay with his lipstick and his...
Bro, you're taking first of all, this is supposed to be like old footage of when they went up, okay? That's one. Two, you're pausing it at at the worst moments ever. Like the worst moments ever. Like, really? Like, this has to be the most awkward place to pause ever. Come on now, bro. Stop it. Stop it. He wasn't even wearing lipstick. It's just the lighting and the quality of the freaking TV. And then I can tell you screenshotted it. So it looks worse here. It looks even more worse.
Bleached blonde hair, flaming gay Johnny Storm.
Flaming gay Johnny Storm. Johnny has always been a blonde. What's the...
is the highlight of this movie, and I mean that in every way. The guy is nearly the only guy that you can root for, and then at the same time he's pulling the most spasticated, handicapped, retard faces in every single scene. No, that's not an over-exaggeration, it's not a joke. This is the first scene of the movie where they're all sitting down to have family dinner. The Thing tastes some sauce or food he's making like a normal person. Johnny then walks into the room, tries to taste it, and instead shoves his 2 fingers into his mouth.
Nice.
And with the face that he pulls here, God knows what else this guy is putting in his mouth. More on him in a
Yeah, this is I don't have nothing to comment here. He's just he's not even critiquing or saying anything with the movie. He's just he's just hating on their actions and their looks. I don't know why. Can you actually say something? I thought he was like, can you? I'm lost of words. Like, can you actually say something that's genuinely wrong with the film? Like, that you feel is generally wrong with the film? Like, why is everything just a racial slur?
second, but the important part that I was trying to get to is that Pedro Pascal still looks like a 90-year-old taco vendor in this footage.
90-year-old taco vendor. Can someone ban this man? Why does he have 16.1K? Who are the 16.1K people that are watching this? Like, that are subscribed to him? Y'all like this type of this is the type of people you like? That, like, who are you? Like, who are you? Why did you subscribe to him?
He's supposed to have grey hair when he comes back from the trip. Now he just looks like somebody's great grandfather. The dude refuses to shave off his little gay mustache for every role. He looks nothing.
Gay mustache. God damn. You should have named the video Fantastic Four, me trying to make the Fantastic Four woke and feminist. That's what the title of the video should be. Me trying to make the Fantastic Four woke and feminist, because that's literally what you're trying to do. Yeah, like, I don't, because you have not gave anything. Like, I don't even know what to critique you on right now, other than the fact that you're just being racist and sexist. Like, that's really all I can say. Like, and that's just as bad.
Like Reed Richards, because Reed Richards is white. And he's some Mexican dude, or Chilean, or whatever the hell. He's brown. That's all you need to know. And yeah, it would have been a bit more accurate if you...
Hold on a second. Technically speaking, if you want to go there, then we shouldn't accept Oscar Isaacs as Moon Knight, because Moon Knight is supposed to be... forget it.
He shaved his
it's not even worth it.
border hopping face, but still he doesn't look like Reed Richards. I was talking with somebody and
Did y'all see that? I just want to show y'all that. This is from a panel of a comment. They was going for a really old school type of, yeah. He may not have like a full on mustache, but it's a stubble. But he still has a mustache. He looks like Reed Richards. Pedro Pascal, I don't think his performance was the best. But his performance wasn't... no. His performance wasn't bad at all. He did a really good job. It just wasn't nothing like crazy or spectacular. Like, it's not like an Emmy Award performance or nothing like that. I mean, but he did a good job. He did a great job. I like him as Mr. Fantastic. Like, He proved me wrong. I thought he was going to be. I'm not gonna say I thought he was going to be terrible, but I didn't think he was going to be that good. But he proved me wrong. You know, I still personally think his best performance is in Last of Us, and then his second best would be Mando, and this will probably be Mr. Fantastic is his third. That's just me personally. But he did fine. He did good. I don't, and like I said, no one really stands out from anyone to me. They all feel like a team. Like all of the cast is kind of working off of each other. Like it doesn't really feel like no one is above anyone, to be honest with you.
And they said that David Corn Sweat might have actually been a better Mr. Fantastic. He would have looked a lot more like Reed Richards, and the guy's really nerdy in real life, so he probably would have fitted the role. Instead,
what does him having to be a nerd in real life have to do with anything? So because Henry Cavill reads comic books and plays Elden Ring, that means he would be
got this
like what does them having to be like not Henry Cavill, Tom got me. I'm all over the place now. This video is killing me.
Hombre who's just crying for the entire movie. And I'm not joking. In certain shots, he's really skinny. In other shots, his head is the size of the room. And in other shots, he's wearing eyeliner or something and looking extremely gay. And there's many scenes that are like...
Wait, who are you talking about? Reed?
And he's some Mexican dude, or Chilean, or whatever the hell. He's brown, that's all you need to know. And yeah, it would have been a bit more accurate if he shaved his border-hopping face. But still, he doesn't look like Reed Richards.
He looks like how Reed Richards looks in like the earlier comics.
Talking with somebody, and they said that
either way, like Reed Richards has multiple interpretations. There's versions of him with a Phoenix Hawk, with a beard, like you saw how he looks in Rivals. Like there's multiple ways to do Reed Richards. Like it's not. I'm pretty sure that like if they wanted him to shave off his mustache, he probably would have did it.
Corn Sweat might have actually been a better Mr. Fantastic. He would have looked a lot more like Reed Richards, and the guy's really nerdy in real life, so he probably would have fitted the role. Instead, we got this.
He probably would have been a good Mr. Fantastic, but he's Superman. He did a great job as Superman. He did really good as Superman. So leave it at that. And Pedro Pascal did a good job as Mr. Fantastic. So I don't know. They was casted just fine.
This homo hombre who's just crying for the entire movie. And I'm not joking.
Someone arrest this guy. Like, please arrest this guy. Like, what? Like, there's got to be a felony. Like, who?
In certain shots, he's really skinny. In other shots, his head is the size of the room.
You say what shot specifically are you talking about? So I can, like, I want to address your issue. Like, what?
And in other shots, he's wearing eyeliner or something and looking extremely gay. And there's many scenes that are like that throughout the entire movie, where Flaming Johnny Storm and Pedro Pascal start hugging each other.
Pedro Pascal. Crazy work.
And grabbing each other by the necks and looking deeply into each other's eyes. I'm just gonna put some...
You are exaggerating the scenes way more than what they are way more than what is actually happening. Like, that is not... Yo said they was grabbing each other's necks and gazing in each other's eyes. Like, bro, that is not even... Like, they probably... You never... Honestly, I don't think you ever had any other human contacts. Who's your mom? Does your mom or your dad know you're making videos like this? Your family, they're okay with this? They gotta be all like you. They gotta be all school shooters or something. Cause like, bro, you know they should cast you as Cletus Cassidy. He would make a great Cletus Cassidy. He would make a great Cletus Cassidy, or like a good Victor's ass. Like he would be perfect for it.
Screenshots up on the screen right now and just some clips so you can see what I'm talking about.
I take back every single bad thing I've been saying about you.
What is wrong with this? What is genuinely wrong with this? What is generally wrong with this? I don't see the issue here. Like, what is wrong with this? Like, their family. Like, he married his sister. Like what their family? They've been fighting alongside each other for years now. Like what's the problem here?
Are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth.
What's wrong with that? Like you're not explaining what is wrong with it.
I said to him, "No, Nigel, not without
Am I
the
crazy?
breed."
Am I crazy? Like, what is wrong with that?
Indubitably.
Johnny Storm is so autistic in this movie, it's unbelievable. I heard some reviewers saying
If Johnny is autistic in this movie, I don't know. I don't want to know what you think of Chris Evans' performance, because if Johnny is autistic in this movie, then Chris Evans' performance is just borderline like insanity. Because I don't what.
that I don't know why Joseph Quinn came out and said that he wasn't a womanizer, because in the movie the biggest plot point that he is a womanizer, especially for Shala Ball, the fake female Silver Surfer.
Do you? How is he a womanizer? To well, first of all, to be honest with you, they didn't really even need to tell us that, because based off of, I don't know, based off of the story that's being told here, there really wasn't a moment where you, and I say this in the review, like there really isn't a moment where you got Johnny to be around girls, because the threat that they're facing was so severe, like the whole world was in a panic. Like there was really no time to even show that side of Johnny anyway, because like they didn't take care of this, the whole world was going to get eaten, like get destroyed. So like there really was no moment for you to really get that side of Johnny anyway. So, and like before, how is this a problem? And and literally he was having a connection with, because he has somewhat of a connection with the girl Silver Surfer. How is that a problem? I would attempt to say her name, but I'm not going to try.
Bitch, and she's an entirely
Whoa.
Shala womanizer, because in the movie the biggest plot point that he is a womanizer, especially for Shala Ball, the fake female Silver Surfer bitch.
The fake female Silver Surfer bitch. Wow. The fake Shalabal. That actually wasn't too hard. But the fake female Silver Surfer bitch. You know she's an actual character in the comics, right? For someone that claims to read comics, you know she's an actual like character, right? And what's your issue with her? How is she a bitch? Like, bro, stop. Go outside. You need some sunlight. Get out of your dark ass room. Like, go get some bitches. How about that? You want to keep calling everyone in this movie a bitch? Like, how about you go get some?
She's an entirely different story. For everybody defending the CGI and the casting, just no. Just plain no. The CGI is laughably bad, as you could tell from the trailers.
Laughably bad. What CGI moment was laughably bad? Couldn't even say it. Maybe outside of like a couple of moments with Galactus and maybe a couple of moments with Pedro like stretching, but it's like you gotta be looking like real like hard to really be like, oh, that looks off. Like, I mean, other than that, I didn't really have a problem.
Everybody telling you that this looks amazing is lying. Not to mention that
we gotta think about this here. When you're doing characters like Superman and the Fantastic Four, where these characters have these like godly like powers, like these over like powers, like they're going to look weird. And I think the issue is that most of the Marvel characters that we have seen don't have any like internal powers. Like no one in like the like to do a repulsor blast, that's easy. Like that's just a blast. Like not like characters like Iron Man. I'm not gonna say like every single Marvel character, because of course we got characters like Scarlet Witch. We got characters like Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange, but the main like core Avengers like Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Captain America, like you don't really gotta. None of them have any internal powers to like involve blast or heat vision. Like they don't got that. So when you do CGI for them, that stuff is a little bit more easier to do than actual like superpowers, especially for the Fantastic Four, who you have to do multiple at once. And comparison to like other like bad CGI moments, like in Catwoman per se, where it clearly looks like it's CGI. There's no real moment like that in this film. So what are you talking about?
Shalabal, you're a little bit too flat for anybody to tell you're even female that far off.
Now bro's talking about boob sizes because we all know every female has every female should have big boobs. Like, like if you don't got big boobs, you're not a female. You're not a girl. You're like, duh. Like, I mean, you can still tell she was a female. She had the silhouette of a female. She had hair. Her hair was styled like a female. Like, she looked like a girl. She had lips, facial traits of a female. Like, she looked like a female. And she still had enough boobs to know that she was a female. Matter of fact, they told you she was a female before we even watched the film. Who cares if she didn't look that much of a female? Like, why does that matter?
That's just me being honest. You could have gotten a hotter actress to come in and play.
In the hotter, bro. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? Why does that matter? How does that hurt the film? What are you like? What are we doing here?
Play somebody who's gonna get womanized by Johnny Storm. Instead, it's this short-haired bitch who's as flat as a plank of.
Yo, what's up with you in that word? Do you not get bitches or something? So you gotta call everyone else a bitch? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on?
Of wood, and also she's extremely annoying. But the weird haired bitch who's as flat as a plank of wood, and also she.
This doesn't look like a female to you. This looks bad. This looks bad. The eyes might look a little off, but like, of course, when I pause it just at a random moment, it's gonna look a little off at times. But like, this looks bad. Really?
Is extremely annoying. But the weird thing is, after the retarded gay antics of autistic Johnny Storm, the storyline.
Retarded gay antics. What retarded gay antics are you talking about? And how does that hurt the film? Where does this hurt the film at?
And between him and Shala Bal, which isn't really a character. That storyline is the only redeeming quality in the entire movie. But it usually gets ruined by jokes or just plain bad writing. So
plain bad writing. Can you explain? When? Are you talking about when they went into outer space and they got to the ship and then they came across her and Johnny tried to have a conversation with her and his only flirtatious ways was as a way to get her to talk more about who she is? That moment? Is that what you're talking about? Like, what are you talking? Like, I need, like, you're not going into depth here. You're just saying stuff and being racist. Like, what are you talking about?
It's not really worth mentioning. So far I covered Sue's bitch face, Jewish thing, eyeliner, Mexican Pedro Pascal, who looks nothing like.
Where in the film does he? Why am I even entertaining this? Like, he didn't wear eyeliner. I don't know what scene. He's not even bringing up a scene where that happened. And how does this hurt the film?
Like Reed, and then the freaky gay Johnny Storm who had his fingers and everything else in his mouth. But now we're gonna get on to some other stuff, like the setting that everybody was saying worked so well and how awesome it was. I don't know where the hell we are. This movie is extremely inconsistent with the continuity of the actors, with the power.
No, you're inconsistent with your movie, your movie, with you judging a movie, because I'm lost here. I'm lost here.
Of the Fantastic Four, which by God is the crescendo of the cringe. But we'll get to that. The setting is what I'm talking about now, because what the hell is going on? It's some retro futuristic 60s world. Normal people are in like Blade Runner flying cars. It's all kind of jumbled and we never really get.
The only real people that have the flying cars is the Fantastic Four. What are you talking about?
An explanation to where the hell we are. And speaking of not knowing where you are,
they literally told you before. They literally said what they would. Did you pay attention to anything? They told you what the movie and the setting was going to be like before they even started filming. When we got an announcement, like what? When we first got that picture of the picture of the Fantastic Four, that like postcard cartoonish picture of the cast, they told you what it was going to be like and what how it was going to look in the MCU. Like, we was informed that before even getting a trailer. What are you talking about?
It doesn't really help when every single person in New York City is not white. There's brown people, there's black people who get a big load of screen time.
What?
New York City is not knowing where you are. It doesn't really get an explanation to where the hell we are. And speaking of not knowing where you are, it doesn't really help when every single person in New York City is not white. There's brown people, there's black people.
So you think everyone in New York, if this was between the 1950s and 1970s, you think everyone in New York was just white? Okay.
A big load of screen time. I don't know how the hell there was that many in New York at this time period. Maybe
it's an interpretation of New York. It has a retro 1960s futuristic vibe. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to follow all the rules from that actual time period. And it's a different universe. It's a different Earth. Like, it's an interpretation of...
That's why they needed an alternate universe. But there's 10 times too much wokeness and diversity. That's what this is. We're getting shown little...
The problem with the movie is that it has diversity. Because that makes a lot of sense. The problem with the movie is that it has diversity.
black kids every single second, like we're in Africa. And then the next second, we're getting...
This man has to be the most racist person I've seen on the web. He has to be. I don't think I ever watched someone this bad. Like, bro, what?
A scene with the...
And to think he has 16K subscribers. Like, who? Like, you have to really hate people to be a fan of him.
Thing where he's walking into his local synagogue for some reason, and he's in there for like 10 minutes. Now, I don't know, comic fans out there try to update me here, and I mean real comic fans who read their original Stan Lee, Jack Kirby stuff. Was the thing's ethnicity or religion?
I want to know what comics you read. Because I don't think you actually read these. I don't think you read, or I think you just look up these names and just go based off of that. I don't think you actually have read any of these comics. Because if you did, you like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Until when this movie was announced that they was making it, I started reading Fantastic Four comics. I never actually read a Fantastic Four comic. Like, I started reading and looking at Fantastic Four comic. Honestly, I kind of do that most of the time whenever something new. Unless it was like a character that I like really enjoy, like Blade. I already know pretty much everything about Blade. So if they released the Blade movie, I would just watch a little brief history video on everything about Blade just to get caught back up again. But Fantastic Four, I didn't really read Fantastic Four comics. Not really. They wasn't like one of my favorite groups, or no one in there was really my favorite character. I like Mr. Fantastic. I thought his powers were cool, but I never was a big Fantastic Four person. And then I just now started reading the comics and then looking at the film. I think you're lying, my friend. I don't think you actually read a single comic.
As prevalent in the original comics as it was here. And people are saying that Pedro Pascal acted his ass off, and he most definitely is the leader of the team, which is just not true.
I'm gonna say it again. Acted his ass off. I wouldn't go that far. I'm not saying what Pedro did was terrible, but I wouldn't say it was super spectacular. Like how he is Mr. Fantastic it was pretty good. It was good. I liked it. Like, he doesn't have that charisma that I see in like the Mr. Fantastic comics. Well, in the Fantastic Four comics that Mr. Fantastic has, but he did pretty good. And like I said, the severity of what was going on, there really was no time for this. Like, Galactus comes quickly, and it's kind of like, this is the focus. Like, we gotta protect the Earth from getting eaten and getting destroyed. So there's really no time to really get into that. So, but for what he was given, it was pretty good. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, his Mr. Fantastic was fine.
Acting your ass off equates to crying over a baby that should not be in this retarded movie.
Crying over a retarded baby. Wow, you hate babies too? That's crazy. I don't think I have that much hatred in me.
Just like Superman, we came in 2 movies too late. And now onto the final nail in the coffin. There's probably more shit I could call out, but this movie, this is the end of it right here when this scene happened. I'm talking about Sue Storm, which at the start of the movie can go invisible and use a small bit of telekinesis. And by the end of the movie, she's Luke Skywalker. That's not a lie. In this obnoxious scene where she has to give birth and is screaming with her bitch plastic surgery face, Johnny tries to come over and help her out, and she just ends up force choking him like Darth Vader. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never seen Invisible Woman or Invisible Girl or whatever the hell she's called do that, ever.
I thought you read comics. You would know that her name. And you never seen Invisible Woman do anything of that magnitude, but you read Fantastic Four comics. This dude is a liar. He's a liar. He's a straight up liar. That's like me saying I never seen Blade kill a vampire. Like, what?
And that was just the tip of the iceberg, because at the end of the movie, Galactus comes to Earth. And yeah, Galactus isn't that bad in this movie. Galactus and the parts with Johnny Storm where he doesn't act gay and retarded are the only good things in the movie. And it's not even that.
I keep saying that. There's no moment where Johnny acts gay and retarded. Like, are you gay and retarded? Like, what? Why do you keep saying that?
Good. If you want what Galactus does in this movie, watch Godzilla -1 or any Godzilla movie for that matter. And they have to devise a big Marvel humor plan to take down Galactus. And all of it goes to
their plan. Their plan was pretty set in stone. Use the baby as bait and then trap him inside the rig so they could teleport him to somewhere else where he can't hurt anyone else. Where he can't hurt or try to eat another world. Like, that was pretty set in stone. I mean, yeah, there were some jokes, like mild humor, like Johnny saying, say it, like, but that made sense within the context of what was going on. Like, what do you...
Crap. And you know what it results in? It results in Sue Storm standing in the middle of the street and using the Force on Galactus.
Do you know what telekinesis is? I don't think you know what telekinesis is. Matter of fact, I don't think you read a Fantastic Four comic. Because, like, if you thinking she can never do this, like, she's done this before. Matter of fact, she did this in the other Fantastic Four movies. Even the worst one, what was that, 2014? She literally put up a big-ass force field to stop Doom. What? What movies are you watching? Like, what comics are you reading? Like, you're lying here.
And no, not a small little push. With her feminist bitch face, she can...
Feminist bitch face. Like, bro, what is going on? Like, oh my god. You need to get demonetized.
Just scream at Galactus and literally push the guy over. Yeah, we're talking about Galactus here. The guy who eats planets. Yeah, some ugly feminist can stand in the middle of the road and...
Ugly feminist.
Take him down using her mind power.
I love how he says all of this stuff with a straight face. Like, it's just, that's the most mind-blowing thing that I've seen. Like, him saying all of this stuff with a straight face is just crazy.
Somebody correct me in the comments or whatever. I don't really care if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, and I don't think that Sue Storm should ever do this. What the hell is the scale of your powers? How can you knock over Galactus with one hit? Screw everybody else in the...
It wasn't one hit. It was not one hit. And like I said, she's been able to do this. Like, what the magnitude, like, especially, dude, if they've been around for a long time, since they literally showed you a montage, she's been around for a long time. Why wouldn't she be able to do this?
The entire Marvel Universe and DC Universe, just drop this feminist down into the middle of it and she'll solve any problem. Endgame, she could have used the Force and blown away Thanos and gotten the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's not how that would have worked. Not at all. That wouldn't have happened. And you think she would have been more powerful than Scarlet Witch? Okay, buddy.
She could probably kick Superman's ass. Well, that's not really a big feat nowadays because any dog can just do that. She could probably kick...
You're funny. I guess when it comes to Superman, people just don't read. Like, Superman, no one reads. Like in the title scroll, it literally said he never lost a fight until now, and then you find out the person he's been fighting, if you couldn't tell by the fact that his name was Ultraman, he was fighting a clone of himself. Like, I don't even know why this is so hard to grasp. Like, oh my god. And then you're talking about she's not beating Superman, but actually, I'm not even. That's a different topic.
Kick Batman's ass and do the same to Daredevil and Wolverine. And
well, I mean, if you're naming people that are pretty much don't have any internal powers like heat vision or fire or ice, I mean, yes, she probably would. She probably could just trap them in like a force field bubble and then toss them into the sun. Like, yeah, she probably could.
And maybe even take on Galactus. Oh wait, she just did. And literally, in the blink of an eye, just took down Galactus.
A terrible comparison. That was a bad comparison. You like said Batman, Daredevil, and then went to Galactus. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she can take down the normal people with no power, with no like actual internal powers.
Like it was nothing. And then she passes out and dies. And everybody is crying. And it's this big emotional scene. And hold up, what the fuck is Johnny Storm doing with his face? If your wife...
What's wrong with his face?
Just died beating Galactus, the god, the planet-eating monster, and you turned around and you just saw some dude pulling this face. I don't know, you throw the hardest punch in your entire life. What are you doing? Go back to the Pride Parade. Your sister just died here and you look like, I don't know, you're ready to go into a game.
This man's channel needs to be deleted. It needs to be deleted. I wouldn't be surprised if this video gets taken, me reacting to this video gets taken down. Because, bro, what? My boy hates everything. He hates everything. He hates gay. He hates LGBTQ. He hates women. He hates men. He hates Mexicans. He hates black people. Like, this man hates everything. Like, do you have friends? Do you have family? Like, what do they think about this? Like, what do they think about this? This is me actually being concerned now. Like, this has nothing to even do with Fantastic Four anymore. Like, like, are you okay? Who hurts you? Who's your mother? Like, please, you need to come get your child.
But the cringe baby that should not be in the movie, little Franklin, comes over and brings her back.
Baby, the baby is cringe? How is the baby cringe? I don't even think the baby from Twilight was cringe. Like, how is the baby? Okay. I didn't mean to mute it.
Why the hell is this baby in the movie? I swear to God. I don't...
Baby's in the movie because Susan was pregnant. Sue was pregnant. That's why she said it.
No, maybe it's a coincidence, but it seems that there's some coordinated attack out on origin stories. And yeah, I like it when characters don't have origin stories all the time. But most people nowadays don't know who the hell the Fantastic Four are. And you're just dropping them in the middle of some random weird universe that nobody knows about. And speaking of weird universes, Doctor Doom shows up at...
Wouldn't that kind of be said for any character? Yeah, like, wouldn't that be said for any character like that just gets a new movie? Couldn't you technically say that for the Batman? Matter of fact, couldn't you say that for Deadpool or Wolverine? Like, you could say that for any...
the very end in a post-credit scene. It's probably Robert Downey Jr. I don't really care because it was the most forced thing ever, where Sue Storm walks out of the room for 2 seconds, comes back in, and there's big build-up of music, and it's some dude in a cloak sitting there showing the screen his mask. Like, look everybody, I'm Doctor Doom. Remember that guy? You couldn't have gotten another actor that wasn't just in this universe like 2 minutes ago, starring in like 20 films straight. And God knows what this is.
I agree. I'm not going to, I don't even want to say I agree with him in the same sentence, but I do agree with the whole not running a different actor. We didn't need to do that, but we got Robert Downey Jr. We got to see where it goes. It is what it is. I don't think Robert is going to like do a terrible job, but I would have preferred if we got a new actor. But what you still have not what is this video? Like, you have not given me anything. You have not given me anything at all. Like you just been racist, feminist, homophobic. Like I don't like that's all you've been in this entire video. Like you have not said an actual problem with the Fantastic Four or how the film is woke and feminist and how this hurts the film.
Leading up to it's going to be the Fantastic Four, Gaedro, retarded Johnny Storm, feminist bitch Sue Storm, and Jewish Thing running around in an X-Men movie, or Riri Williams, or I don't know who the hell's going to be in this new Avengers slop. All I know is that there's going to be a lot of black and gay people everywhere, and screw that.
A lot of black and gay people. Can he get demonetized, bro? Like, this is crazy. This is wild. This is wild. This video is wild. Like, that... He's not even talking about the movie. He's just finding an excuse to just say he hates black people and the LGBTQ. Imagine hating on a group of people that bad. Like, I just don't understand. Like just a small, like just a portion of the earth. Like, you hate that much. You hate them that much. Like, they're just going about their day. You hate them that much. Like, I don't get it.
Nobody wants to see it, and the Rotten Tomatoes reviews are already out for this, which should not be taken seriously by...
Yeah, these reviews shouldn't be taken seriously. Okay. Y'all are funny.
Anybody. They mean literally nothing. It's the same with Superman. People with common sense and real comic book fans don't like these movies. It's
Nah, the real comic book fans like these movies. These Superman and Fantastic Four are not bad movies. These are pretty good movies. Yeah, pretty good movies. Do they have flaws? Yes. Are they perfect? No. But they're pretty good movies. Superman was a pretty good start. No, was a great start to the DCU. Fantastic Four broke the trend, broke the era of bad Fantastic Four movies. And Marvel is back in a good place right now. It didn't say, I wouldn't say it saved Marvel or the MCU, but Marvel's back in a good place now. We got a good Marvel movie and a good DC movie. What is so hard to understand about that?
Possible to, especially when the movie is not about the Fantastic Four. It's about eyeliner wearing Mexican who is...
Where is the eyeliner? Where is the eyeliner? Unless you're talking about the sleepiness in his eyes, where's the eyeliner? And if it's not about the Fantastic Four, then who the hell is it about? How is it about?
Is not Reed Richards. It's about the fake womanizer Johnny Storm who has his fingers stuffed in his mouth. It's about the Thing's time in the evening that he spends at his local synagogue. But most importantly, it's about Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, the feminist bitch who looks like a monster because of the amount of plastic surgery. I don't care what anyone tells me, this woman should not be in a movie looking like this. So do not watch this movie. Do not spend your
This is satire.
Money on it. Don't take your kids to it. Do not expect the revival of the superhero movie. It's the same as Superman. It's just another flop. That's what it is. This is going to be forgotten about because no one wants to see...
I just love. I love when people with no like non-intellectual people say this. Like you're just wrong. Like you're just wrong. Like you're wrong. Like you're just wrong. Okay? Like my whole comment section is about why you keep talking about box office scores. Why you keep talking about box office scores, bro? If we don't go, if you don't want to go by Rotten Tomatoes. You don't want to go by what the film actually tells and shows you. We gotta go by something. I'm gonna keep saying it. We gotta go by something. Where? How did it flop? Superman didn't flop. It didn't flop. Fantastic Four didn't flop. It actually, if I'm not mistaken, didn't it make like 200? It made like 200,000 already at opening weekend. Like, I could be wrong. I would have to look again. I could pull up that source. I could find it. But I'm pretty sure it made $200,000 opening weekend. So, flop? I don't think so. I don't think y'all know what a flop. You Tyrone. Like, I don't think y'all know what a flop is. I don't think y'all know what a flop is. Fan Stick, who didn't even make half of their money back, that's a flop. That's a flop. Madam Web, that is a flop. Morbius, that is a flop. Like those are movies that flopped, that bombed. That's what that is. Superman and Fantastic Four did not do that. They broke records and did amazing opening week. They both had amazing opening weekends. Where are you getting this knowledge from that they're just bombing and doing trash? Like their movies are going to be forgot about. They're clearly not. They're clearly not. Not at all. Not at all. Especially if we're teasing the next movies. Yeah, like I don't know where this is coming from.
Weird gay Mexican dudes hug other autistic dudes.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, before I get demonetized. If you subscribe to him, if you're a subscriber to him, you need to do a reality check. And that's not just on movies. That's just on life. Because this dude right here is a pure school shooter. He's a nationwide threat. Because boy, I don't even. Let me see what he said in this Superman review. It's probably the same shit.
James Gunn's Superman is the worst fucking movie that's ever been made. I stay true to what I said. While it's closed, I'm not giving money to James Gunn, the Freak, or DC. But I did watch Superman fully somehow, and I don't know how they did it, but James Gunn has managed to make the worst superhero movie ever made. Before we go any further,
I don't know how you make a movie worse than Madam Web.
just be warned that this is not hyperbole. This is not rage bait.
You're a liar. Let me see what these comments say. How they let a PDF file make a Superman movie is beyond me. Who let bro cook? I think like bro, like you have to be crazy. Like how many movies have you seen? Because I don't think Superman is the best, but if Superman is the worst movie you watched, unless you're watching like The Godfather, I don't know what movies have you been watching? Because there's a lot of bad movies. This movie is worse than The Room with Tommy Wiseau. Like, I'm gonna briefly watch this.
This movie is a disgrace to filmmaking. And if you saw the movie and you agree and you want to help out this channel, maybe consider subscribing or supporting me over on Patreon. So there's been a lot of reviews.
Before subscribing and supporting me on Patreon, like he's a robot. He's not real. He's a robot and someone made him to get views and do this crazy stuff. That he has to be. He can't be a real person.
From everybody all across the internet, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these people are just lying because they don't want to destroy the movie. People are saying it isn't woke and it isn't even that bad. Some people are saying
I don't think y'all know what that word means. Y'all just use that word just to disguise racism. I swear to God, y'all do.
it's a 10 out of 10. That's better than Iron Man.
Yeah, I swear you. Most of y'all just use the word woke. Like woke doesn't even have an actual definition. Y'all just use that word to just disguise that you hate something like specific. Like that's literally all it is. Like that's all it is.
And Avengers Endgame. And I'm here to tell you that
Like if you hate black people, if there's a movie that has black people in it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that movie was woke." Like that's literally all it is. Like that word is just a disguise. That's all it is.
everybody on all sides of this are lying. Once again, it isn't rage bait. If you watch this movie, try to make out the structure. Who greenlit this script? Is there a beginning, a middle, or even an end? Or are we just dropped into the worst movie ever created by man? That's exactly what it is. Because from all the trailers, I thought that this movie was going to be terrible, but still a fun time. And there was one fun part that could be excused.
You thought it was still going to be a fun time? Your reactions to those trailers don't say otherwise. you make it pretty clear that the movie was going to be terrible.
Which was Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, which I actually found kind of funny. But other than like 5 seconds of footage where Superman and Lois were acting like they were in an actual Superman movie, this was a piece of crap. And I can't really stress it enough.
You can't. You just can't say that you like Christopher Reeve's Superman or you like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and you say this movie is trash. Like, you can't. Like, there's just, I can't, my mind can't comprehend that. Like, those movies have so many goofy and ridiculous moments, but Superman and Fantastic Four is trash? How? How does that make sense? How?
There's pieces of crap, and then there's this movie. It's really easy for a movie to be bad. Superman, I haven't watched this.
Yeah, he's just gonna say the same nonsense over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm done. I'm not watching this. But yeah, like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like, it's literally saying Batman Forever is a great movie, and then saying The Batman is the worst movie you ever seen. Like, how does that make sense? That makes no sense. Like, I think all of his videos are like this. Like, all his videos are like this, and I'm pretty sure he's a liar. I don't think he actually reads comics like he says he does. But it is what it is. I'm done reacting to his videos. That was it. 2 for 2. Let me know if there's anyone else out there you want me to react to or look at, and make a reaction to and comment on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.